Hey guys, today we're going to talk about rotation. But before we can do that, we have to talk about a few things first. First, let's talk about axis. I have here with me a globe, which is a model of the Earth. The axis is an imaginary line that travels from one end through the Earth to the other end. So in this case, think of it as the imaginary line traveling from the North Pole all the way through the Earth to the South Pole. Without an axis, the Earth cannot rotate, meaning it cannot spin. Now, the reason why this is all important is because without the Earth spinning, we would not have things like day or night. I'm going to demonstrate that now. Now, I'm going to use a lamp to represent the sun. As you can see, the sun's light energy is traveling and coming in contact with this side of the Earth. If for some reason we didn't have an axis and the Earth could not rotate, we would not have two very important things, and that's day and night. What's interesting about this example is as the Earth rotates, you'll notice there's a shadow on this side, and there's also a shadow on this side. The shadow is what represents the difference between daytime and nighttime. So as the Earth rotates, it goes from daytime to nighttime. It continues on this rotation for a 24-hour period. So it takes 24 hours for the Earth to rotate one time around on its axis. Now, revolution is different from rotation, which we talked about earlier. If you remember, rotation is when an object spins on its axis. For example, the Earth is rotating by spinning on its axis right now. If you forget about that, just think about a basketball player taking a basketball and spinning it on his finger. Revolution is different. Revolution is the traveling around an object. So for example, the sun in our solar system is the center or the middle. Every planet and moon travels around the sun, or much like this. You'll notice the Earth going around, or what we call revolving. Another way we would consider this is revolving can be what's known as orbiting. Orbiting is another way of saying revolution or revolving. Why is this important? Well, if we didn't have revolution, then we wouldn't have four really important things for us on Earth. And that's the seasons. Because it takes the Earth about 365 days to go around the sun one time. So its revolution is 365 days. In that time, every 3 months, so every quarter turn as the Earth revolves around the sun, we get a new season. So for example, we start off, let's start with spring. Spring is approximately 3 months long. When it gets to this point, it starts off a new season. Then we have summer. Summer is approximately 3 months long. Then the next season is autumn, or sometimes called fall, which is about 3 months long. And then the last season that we have is winter, which again is about 3 months long. So once we get to this point, the seasons start over. So revolution is very important for us because without it, we wouldn't have the seasons.